welcome back to the channel. This is Muscle Mike here, and it's 2024. It's winter out here in Ohio, and I'm at a local pond. I've been itching to get out and watching YouTube like you guys, and I got some new big swim baits, some new glide baits that I want to test out here. As you can see, the water is really low. My mindset on today is I could come out and try and just throw, usually I throw a jig or really small swim baits and see if I can get something to hit, kind of like a quantity game. But if I'm gonna pick one or two and get one or two today, let's maybe go after some lunkers instead of dinks. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna size up my riggings, 6 to 8 inch swim baits. I am throwing it today on my backup rod. I'm waiting for my Dobbins 795 to come in. I'm super stoked about that. I'm gonna get set up down here. My goal here in 2024 is to grow this channel. I kind of started this channel as a hobby channel. I like to fish, clearly, but I really wanted to make fishing more approachable for kind of everybody, beginners, intermediates. So I'm just sharing my journey. I'm sharing some tricks and tips along the way, and then just showing you that sometimes it's not about catching the fish, it's about being outside, and that's what it's been great for me. I have a newborn at home. I got a business that I run outside here, and sometimes just a little bit of an escape. And they're gonna meet me here later, and we're gonna do a nice walk around the park, and we'll get back to fishing. All right, so we are gonna throw this guy today. That is the Savage Gear 3D Shine. Pretty awesome detail, sharp hooks. More of a slow rolling action. That's what I'm doing. I'm basically gonna cast it out as far as I can. Just kind of slow roll it. All right, so how I'm fishing this bait, this again is a big swim bait. It's about 7 inches, so if you're not used to swim bait fishing, this is a really good size, like a 6 to 7. Doing this, it doesn't have a huge bend.
You can see that bend was really only about 45 degrees. It's not a huge bend. The smaller that bend, like if they make 90-degree ones, it's much more of a chop, and that's gonna go side to side to side. This one is much more of just, I'm throwing it, slowly sinking it, and then just a nice steady retrieve.
So when fishing these ponds, it can be difficult, right? Because you gotta move. Like this is a big round pond, so we gotta try and find where the fish are hiding out. Right now, I'm trying to go to an area which I know has a little bit deeper water. You definitely, with these swim baits, there's a little activity. As long as you have a nice steady retrieve, it should kind of stay in ground contact. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But we're gonna try and find a little bit deeper water and see what we get into.
So we ended up walking all the way around here, and I'm back to where I started. And this place, again, is kind of where I usually start. It's a great spot for that pre-spawn / post-spawn bite, especially like late summer too. But nothing really hitting today. There's a lot of shallow weeds and muck kind of down there, so I'm just kind of getting caught up. But I think we're going to call it a day here. It was worth a shot today.
So as you can see, guys, winter pond fishing, it's not fire every day, but this was actually a great opportunity for me to get out, test some of my new glide baits, test some of my new big heavy swim baits. I'm excited to get my Dobbins rod out here and really see how they throw on that, just because the rod I have is, I was basically maxing it out a couple times, so I couldn't really get a good load on that rod. But again, the main reason I came out today, obviously I want to test some of my gear and my lures and maybe get on a big bass, was that I wanted to get outside. I think it's one of the, if you fish, you understand it. But if you're somebody who's trying to get into fishing or, curious about this, it's about being out in the water. It's about being outside. But fishing is something that, you can go out with your family, you can go out alone, you can go to the local pond, you can go to the local river. And it's something that you can really pick up as a hobby, and you can really deep dive into your little fishery. I think it's something everyone could really benefit from like a mental health aspect. And that's kind of why I was out here today. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're gonna get on bass, don't worry. I'll get you on bass, but sometimes we just gotta get out and test the waters, test some new techniques, and that's what today was.